Hello.
Hey, we're live again.
We're back.
Welcome back. How's everybody doing?
We're back for more.
We know that this is our second Facebook Live, so we're fully expecting that there's going to be a nice delay as everybody starts to pump into the comments, the hellos, the waves, the thumbs up, and we already got our first one, which is great. So welcome back.
Yeah. We had so much fun last time that we decided, let's do it again.
Yep.
Why not? So here we are, and we have some great things to share with you this evening.
We have some big surprises, right?
Yeah, we've got some.
Hi, Denise. How are you doing?
Hey, Denise.
Good to see you again. So good to see you.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody. We're just, by the way, we're not going to get in with the program or the information that we're planning to cover today for the first few minutes, because we know that there's a lot of people that said that they were going to be here, so we want to make sure that more individuals trickle in just for a few minutes, not for too long, right?
Yep.
Just to kind of pass the time, as they say, so to speak. And we see a couple more people jumped in. Good to know you're doing great. Denise, do you have your feet kicked up? Or do you have a libation of choice or a coffee? Or anyway, we always, love people to share if they're doing this over dinner or a cocktail or a sport drink or a smoothie or a juice, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Share with us what you're drinking. We're drinking sparkling
drinking
water.
Water.
You're drinking water. Cool. I'm going to have a little bit of water. So
here we are. And what's today? Today is it's June 3rd.
We're in June.
Yeah, happy June.
Happy June.
Crazy. It has come so fast.
Yeah, May kind of flew by.
Yep. And so it's June 3rd. We're located. We know there might be some international people. You're lying on the floor with your dogs. Wish I had a cocktail. Nice.
Well, good. That's okay. Hanging out with the dogs is good as well.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Well, awesome. Without further ado, I think we should get started.
Yeah. People are going to be kind of jumping in.
They'll be jumping in and trickling in here and there. And so we may have to kind of retrace some steps for the individuals who come in a little bit later.
Yes.
Let them know just a little bit about what they missed and whatnot. So.
Yep. Good. So as you know, or maybe as you don't know, we launched our debut book.
We did?
We did.
Wow, we did.
We did.
Cool.
Master Your Mindpower, and it launched 2 weeks ago.
It launched 2 weeks ago.
On May 20th, and it was...
Wow, has it been amazing in terms of the support. Like, we were so surprised. Let's see, right now, we don't have the latest on the numbers. We usually get the numbers as it comes in on a every other day basis from our team. And there's also a lot of the numbers that we don't even know yet from from Amazon, because those numbers come in from book sales and whatnot once they ship. And since there's been extreme delays with everything COVID-19, so of course we don't even know how many have been ordered through Amazon, but I think even through masteryourmindpower.com, only after a couple of weeks, I think we eclipsed like 250 book sales, somewhere around there, which is insane.
Yeah.
That's what we've been told. We really don't know. This is our first book. So
are very, very grateful, very honored, very appreciative of just everyone's support.
Yep.
And so much gratitude, many thanks, and we're just really, really, just thankful of the support and
I'm getting goosebumps right now.
The encouragement. And
we couldn't have done it without everyone, right? We couldn't have done it with all of the individuals that are here.
Exactly.
And even if you're not here now, but you're here when you watch the replay, we really couldn't have done it without you. I mean, we were, this has been a book that we worked on from a research standpoint is 10 years in the making from a research standpoint, and then content creation standpoint, a solid year.
Yeah.
Pretty much beginning at probably around this last spring of 2019. And then really fingers to keys and bringing it all together and working with our editors to fine tune it, and our team fast tracked it starting probably around February, and obviously wrapped it up just a few weeks ago, just in the nick of time for the launch. And so really, we're saying this because we couldn't have done it without you. We were amazed that the book sold triple digits already in less than a week. And like I said, that's the last that we checked was after 2 weeks live for sale in Master Your Mind Power. This is just the Master Your Mind Power number, was over 250 books. And like we said, we don't know. We won't know until probably a week from now what are the true numbers that start popping up as it relates to Amazon and whatnot. So anyway, what's really exciting too, I don't know if you've heard, and you notice here on the bottom of the screen, right there, specifically right around here, I believe, we couldn't believe this, but we got a flood of phone calls after the book launched. We have our PR agent, which is absolutely phenomenal. He had one of the first early, very sloppy manuscripts. Hello, Karen. Pleasure to meet you. Do
Hi,
it.
Karen.
Do it. And Adam's here.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, love it.
Your video is mirror image flipped. Awesome. Well,
awesome.
You're just going to have to watch it in the mirror then. I don't know how to switch that.
No clue how
What's
to
that?
switch that. Let's see if this is, thank you so much. Hey, we're new to live. Don't know. That's interesting. So I guess everybody is seeing masteryourmindpower.com flipped.
Oh, no, here it is.
Maybe.
Just the shirts.
Oh, weird. All right. Well, thanks, Adam. Sorry about that.
You have to practice your backward reading skills.
Yeah. So we're new to this. Yeah.
We're having fun with it along the way.
We're having fun with it along the way. So thanks, Denise. Denise says you look fine to me. Hey, Adam is a very, very specific guy. Very precise, by the way. He has great passion in his precision, which he should. But anyway, one thing that we wanted to say was what we were amazed by you bet. No worries, Adam. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll figure it out at some point. We're going to have to get...
It's just testing you to see if you can, read it backwards. Question mark.
Like Paul said, it's just a projection. Yeah, just a projection. So that's all right. Stephanie's probably going to give us a tutelage on that later on. So here's what I was saying. This is exciting because literally we've learned so much from you all. Like we said in our last Facebook Live a couple of weeks ago, we literally have learned more from our clients and our students than we have even our greatest teachers. Because you come to us with all these challenges, obstacles, and problems, and we got to level up. We have to level up to make sure that we're able to help you to work through these things. And that's a lot of what's in the book. Is all the concepts of how an individual can maximize their mind power. So anyway, what I was saying a moment ago, which we couldn't believe, I'm getting goosebumps right now, and super, super, super grateful. But our PR agent took our first manuscript and started passing it out in multiple different avenues and venues in the media circuit, and it got really great reviews. And so Lloyd,
hey,
good
Lloyd.
to see you, Lloyd. Yeah, good to see you. Love it. Yes, Adam, you're very, very meticulous, as you should be. And it's perfect, right? And it's okay to not be perfect. And we talked about that before, right? But anyway, so...
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad. Good to see you. So anyway, yeah, so we get a call from our PR agent. And he says, guys, I got crazy news for you. He says, there's literally going to be a report coming out, an article coming out here shortly. It's called a listicle, an article that's got a list in it. And he says, you guys are going to be a top 20 book. He goes, you are a top 20 book by USA Today. And we're like...
And then later Market Watch.
And then, yeah, later Market Watch. And then last week we found out from Fox News, ABC, CBS, NBC, I guess the word spread with the book. And so the manuscript got around, so to speak, and our PR agent did a good job making sure that it did, and everybody was loving what they read, and it was crazy because that was our first manuscript, which to us was sloppy, but the meat of it was there.
Right.
It just wasn't, cleaned up, so to speak. But
because it wasn't the final version.
But anyway, we're excited, and again, this is not for you to ogle at it. It's more for you to celebrate with us. That our book is ranked a #2 book out of a top 20 for 2020 so far by USA Today, MarketWatch, CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox, and anyway, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you all for your support, your encouragement.
Thank you for your support.
And just,
Hey,
being
Ed.
there
Hey, Robert.
behind the scenes.
Love you, Robert, so much.
Ed,
miss you so much.
Robert,
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
And Chelsea says, of course, they went to the top.
Good to see all of you.
If you just joined us, by the way, we intentionally had the shirts printed backwards.
So that you could read backwards.
So you can read backwards. This is where we need our social media manager. We have an awesome member of our team.
I think that's just what happens when you take pictures and video.
I don't know.
It just goes backwards. So
who knows? Anyway, she's going to help us with that at some point. So I wish that she were here, and she'd probably be behind the scenes fixing it if she could, but she can't. She's in Southern California, so we'll have to figure that out. So anyway, thank you, and we're excited about where the book goes. Hang with us, by the way. So what we'd like to do is go through some updates, because most of the individuals that are here have gotten a book already. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Jared. Good to see you.
Thanks, Jared. Good to see you. Hello to Megan, too. I'm sure she's in the background and the kids. Yes, Ed, we know. Intentionally. No, it's a joke. It's really not. We have some housekeeping items we want to cover. And stick on with us, because toward the end, what's going to happen is Shay's going to do a reading.
Yeah,
hey, Jada.
If you were here with us last time, we did the book launch 2 weeks ago. And I know some of you all were here, and so you got to hear a bit of Steph's story that he read from the intro.
Oh. Hi, Jada. Love you.
Love you. So this time I'm going to do a little reading from part of my story later towards the end of the live. I don't really know how long we're going to go. We're just going to go until we go.
We'll go till we go. So, Hey, Bucky.
Hey, Bucky.
Bucky. My good buddy, Bucky. Oh, my gosh. He was, what a great soul. Good friend and good soul. Back in my yesteryear in the corporate era, we looked out for each other, didn't we, Bucky? We need to catch up, by the way. Let's get live on the phone here soon so I can hear what's going on in your world, and we can catch up. It's been too long. So thank you all for being here. Yeah, stick to the end.
Yeah.
Shay's got an awesome reading from the book, from chapter 2, which is going to be in the end. Yep. We've got some good housekeeping items. And also, please spread the word about the book. Most of you have already gotten the book. If you haven't gotten your copy of the book, you're behind. Get with the program. Go to masteryourmindpower.com. You can order a PDF, or you can order books, or you can order books in bulk, so you can get one for all of your team members. Of course, it'll be discounted if you order it in bulk.
Or your friends or family.
Clients. You can get it there. It is on Kindle on Amazon. It
Yeah,
also is available on Amazon, too.
It is. If you're a Kindle person and you just love Kindle, like we know some people are, then you can find it on Amazon.
Now, what you can do is, if you do buy a paperback at masteryourmindpower.com, you'll get a PDF and also the paperback.
Yep.
So you can read right away and immediately.
And please, if you do the book order from Master Your Mind Power, and know that the PDF ships to you or is emailed to you immediately.
Yep.
So check your spam, check your junk. We've been hearing from a lot of people that they're like, I didn't get it. No, they're immediately sent to you. It's automated, so it is sent to you. You know how that works. It goes into spam or junk.
In our company, we have a business process and tech team, and they assure us, and we can even see visually all the automations that are in play. They're there. It's either in your promotions with your email
or Gmail,
or it's in your spam. So find it, and then also make sure that hello@successtrainingco.com and info@successtrainingco.com are good emails. I forgot what is the button. Safe emails, whatever it is you have to click.
So that means if you've already ordered the book in the last week or 2 weeks,
you should have already gotten the PDF.
And you haven't yet gotten the PDF, go back, look in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder, and it's there. We assure you it's there. And if you, after checking all those places, you absolutely just can't find it, then email hello@successtrainingco.com.
Remember the co. hello@successtrainingco, short for company, of course, .com. Before housekeeping, can I say something, Shay?
Yeah, please.
So we want to be, hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Good to see you. We want to be upfront and transparent with you in terms of a goal and a vision that we have, right? We've talked a lot in some of our weekly videos that we do, which, by the way, if you're not signed up for our weekly videos, you can check on any social media channel. They're there. Or you can go to successtrainingco.com, wait for the pop-up, and sign up. And you'll literally get weekly coaching from us to your inbox. It's only a 5-minute video. If you don't have 5 minutes, you don't have a life. Right?
Yeah, and we only send it once a week right now, and so it's weekly.
It's just weekly, every Monday.
Weekly Mind Power mindset coaching from us.
We also offer a free online training that's all about mental toughness and emotional resilience, which all you have to do is, if you're on the sequence, you'll get updates about that, or go to successtrainingco.com and click free training. Again, it's just free. It's a 45-minute training. Digital like this that you can watch whenever you want, that'll help you with your mental toughness.
Maximizing your mental toughness.
Reason I bring that up, we just filmed some videos a few days ago, and one of them was about life goals. Life goals are goals that are bigger than you. By the way, this is from chapter 1. Those of you that have already started reading, you know that in chapter 1 we talked about the 3 P's: principles, passion, purpose, and also life goals. You need life goals.
Yeah.
Life goals are goals that are bigger than you.
Life goals aren't
much bigger than
just your day-to-day goals of like, oh, I want a new car, I want a new house, I want you know, a new job, a relationship. They're goals that are bigger than life itself.
Here's the way we formulate things. You have daily goals, right, that line up to your weekly goals, which lines up to your monthly goals, to your annual goals. Some people will call it a one. Hey, Denise. Hey, Frank Udvarhelli. Is Frank here? I haven't seen Frank yet, but he'll probably pop up in a moment. Obviously, some people call 1, 3, 5 years, even 10 years, they call them visions. We call them big effing goals. BEGs, right? Bags for short. And you could have bags that are 25-year goals. It's still not a life goal. Life goal is something that keeps you on the planet for a long time. So one of our good friends told us, and we absolutely believe. So we have a life goal. And one of our life goals is that literally that Master Your Mind Power book ends up in every single household in the world. That's crazy. I know you're thinking we're crazy, but that's where our mind goes with it. We're transparent in saying that we're looking forward to this book breaking the 1 million copy sold mark. Why? Because we know that is a huge, insurmountable for many people to have a book feat. For us, by the way, believe it or not, that's not even a life goal, because we believe wholeheartedly that can happen within a few years, right? Now, we won't be able to do it alone. And we look forward to your help. If you enjoy the book, by the way, if you don't enjoy the book, this doesn't pertain to you.
Right. If
you're not going to buy the book, fine. Just we hope that you have an amazing, awesome, successful career and life, right? If you are loving the book, or you do love the book, or you will love the book, then please spread the word, right? There's enough, I would say, challenging negative things that are brewing, stewing, and spreading in the world today.
There right now.
And this is an opportunity for something positive to spread that'll make us feel like we're making an even bigger impact, right? So yeah, we're looking forward to that. So we want you, we're basically enrolling you on our mission.
Yeah.
Our mission to get this book into the hands of as many people as possible. And we want to get to 1 million copies. That's a big feat. And also, we'll tell you this too. It's no secret. This book is poised to be a bestseller, right? So, and the only way we can't do that by ourselves. By the way, content is only content and words on a page unless it goes positively viral.
Right.
An individual spread the word about how beneficial the book is.
Yeah, it can only do so much just sitting there closed up on a shelf unless people read it and really just dive into it and then pass it to everybody they know. That's how we're going to be able to achieve this goal is with your help.
Yeah.
So we're inviting you. That's the mission should you choose to accept it. And
this message will not self-destruct in 30 seconds. It'll actually remain on Facebook forever. But anyway. So let's see. Let's get into housekeeping items. We're going to come to the reading here in a little bit. Thanks for everybody is sticking around, and it looks like more people are popping on.
Yeah.
So without further ado, we're going to jump into the next section. Yep. So sorry, don't mind me. I love the sound effects. It always grabs people's attention.
DJ Steph.
I never got to be a DJ, so it gives me my chance to DJ it
live
up
it
a
out.
little bit and
Live
live it out a little bit.
Yeah.
So
for those of you that are just joining us,
Caden. Hey, Caden, you see us?
Hey, Caden. Hey.
Awesome.
to see
Hey,
you.
Melissa. Good to see you.
So for those of you just joining us, we are doing a Facebook Live every other week now.
Give or take, it might fall
Yeah.
on a vacation week, of which we'll either do one earlier or one later, but give or take. It'll be every other week for the most part.
So for now, we're going to do it Wednesday evenings. It might shift, a little bit here or there based on our schedule. But that's going to be kind of the timing for now.
Yep. And you can already put it in your calendar.
For the 17th
For the 17th of June.
Yep.
17th of June and July 1st are the next two. They're already booked on our calendar, so you know absolutely 100% that those are going to be there.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Good. So, what else? Yes.
Let's talk about shipping.
Yeah. So we've had a lot of people reaching out saying, hey, I ordered my book 2 weeks ago. Where is it?
Yeah.
And it's on its way. Good news is probably in the next week.
We're getting
some people are already getting
Some
it.
people are getting them this week.
Has anyone got their book? Let us know in the chat room.
Let us know in the chat room if you've gotten your physical copy of your book.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
By the way, here it is.
And it's so soft.
It's soft. We did a matte finish, and it's kind of like a satin or a velvety.
Yeah.
What would you call that? Velvety kind of a feeling.
Velvety.
It's kind of velvety. By the way, not intentional, but it turned out that way, and we're very happy. So,
hey, Mark Ferguson, you made it.
Mate,
Hey.
how you doing? Mark Ferguson, I'm just wondering if you can remember a time where you fell down laughing.
I wish I could hear you laugh
I wish
right
I
now.
could hear you right now. I miss your laugh, buddy. Anyway, so here's the book. It's healthy, by the way. Jeremy, we know everything's backwards. We know.
It just happens.
It happens. Hey, Jeremy, we're new to this Facebook Live thing. This is only our second one.
It's not what we're doing. It's just how it is.
Whatever.
It's just how it is.
Is it just how it is?
I think so.
Okay, great.
If anyone knows, I think it's just how it is.
Anyway.
Yeah.
If anyone knows how to flip it, Stephanie, we'll talk later. But Jeremy,
some
we're
books
aware.
came in. Someone just ordered.
Oh, someone just ordered some
many
books.
books.
And holy cow, hold on a moment.
Hold on.
We always like to celebrate if somebody gets a book. And
who is it?
who's the mystery person?
Scarano.
Ed Scarano. That's for you, Ed. Thank you, Ed Scarano. Mark Ferguson is laughing. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
So, yeah, Melissa says get the shirts made backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, my goodness gracious.
Something else to do.
We
will do that.
Right. Oh, my goodness.
So, book shipping update. We are giving an update.
Yep.
Let us know if anyone here has received it yet. We have gotten word that a couple people have just received it today. And it is delayed due to COVID-19 and whatnot. There are shipping delays.
Yep.
They're prioritizing medical supplies, cleaning supplies, all of the essentials first. Books kind of fall a little bit lower for things like this because this is we're printing it through KDP, which is
an Amazon company.
It's print on demand, so it's not warehoused. It's when you order it, it's printed just for you. So,
but Ed Scarano says, by the way, he wants a backwards T-shirt with the books.
Cool.
That's super cool.
Cool. Mikey says he's gonna send us some new sound effects. What, you don't like them, Mikey?
Mikey,
Come
what's wrong with our
on.
sound effects? By the way, I lost
on.
my sound effects.
Oh no.
It disappeared.
That's
We're still getting used to
that's
it.
a tragedy.
Tragedy. I'll find it while you're talking.
Good.
You keep talking.
Okay. So yes. So thank you for your patience on the books. They're gonna be here soon.
Yep.
Probably in the next week.
Some started getting delivered in the last few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you should already have a PDF. We mentioned that earlier, that the PDFs are emailed to you directly, immediately, right when you order.
Yep.
So if you haven't yet got the PDF, but you ordered the book a week or two ago, check your junk, check your spam, check your promotions folders. It's in there.
And if not, Shay's going to type the email. This goes to our assistant, Amy. Our assistant, Amy, is at hello@successtrainingco.com. If you did not get if you ordered a book or multiple books and you did not get, and you did not get your PDF, then please email hello@successtrainingco.com.
And then she'll verify that
Yep.
the order was placed,
Yep.
and then
Put missing PDF in the subject line. By the way,
and then you'll get it.
also, those of you that, pretty much everyone that ordered a book got some level of bonus. If you didn't get an email from hello@successtrainingco.com with a bonus, one of which was a recorded training with us about how to dive into the book and devour the book, then you need to email hello@successtrainingco.com and say, didn't get bonuses. Okay? Super important.
Do a trip. Congratulations.
Do a trip. Okay.
You just bought the book.
I found the sound effects. That one's for do it. Okay, good. We're going to give him a good little pause. Mikey, give me a break for now.
Hang with us.
Just hang with us. Look forward to you giving us some more sound effects for the future. Love it. So,
Awesome.
cool. So that covers shipping. Thank you for your patience so much. And again, it makes sense. You know, household staples, medical supplies, and high priority products kind of were taking precedent there. So
Bucky says, glad to see that Steph is still a dork. Yes, Bucky, you haven't missed anything. It's the same. It's still going on. It's probably more so now than when you knew him.
yeah, well, you know, in
the last 10 years.
in the business world, you know, you had to be all like buttoned up. You know,
Now
and
it's just
you're at the national meeting.
The
and you
rapping
had to,
is gone. There's
Yeah.
no rapping.
what rapping, right? So
Good job.
Do
Troy.
it, did
You
it for the effects.
Nice.
Do
And
it.
Ed,
do it. Love you. Miss you, by the
Yes.
way.
very much. Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Ed Scarano, you bought 4 books. Thank you.
Okay,
Awesome,
he
awesome.
gets a Glockenspiel. Okay, so thank you. The books are on their way. Thank you. Make sure you start reading the PDF. And so I think that's shipping update. It's good.
Yeah. So let's
Move on.
Move on.
Please email hello@successtrainingco.com if you didn't get your bonuses or you didn't get your PDF of the book.
Yep.
So we already talked about live every other week.
Yes.
That was next on our agenda.
Yep. And now
Ooh.
this was an inspiration from one of our clients
Yep.
who said in our last session, she said, I've started a book club.
Yes.
I started a book club with your book,
Yep.
and we're on I think weekly basis. They're reading it on their own, and then they're coming together and talking about what they've learned, what
Yep.
they've got from it, epiphanies, experience, what have you. And we were like so inspired by that. We were like, that's amazing.
How many people? She already had like 5 people in her book club.
I think so.
And it was
yeah.
it was just Master Your Mindpower.
Yeah.
The book that they were going to be reviewing and going through it, making sure everyone did the exercises and talking about it.
Exactly. So this inspired us. So we are and have created a Facebook book club
Yep.
for Master Your Mindpower.
Yep.
It's already created. It is what's the link for it? It's right there.
It is. Bear with
We're
us.
finding it. So basically, it's on Facebook. It's a group, and let me help you out here.
I got it. It's just a little bit slow. Okay, so facebook.com/group/Master Your Mindpower Book Club. Is there a way to share the
Copy
screen?
that and put it in
Shay.
the comments.
Okay, cool. We're learning of this.
No, that one.
Okay, thank you. Okay, it just came through. Hopefully. There it is. Ta-da! Cool. Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, cool. You just got it twice right there, which is good. The more the merry. So you can join the book club, and this will be a great way to interact with other people that are reading the book and to ask questions. Shay and I will we have a moderator for it, which is a member of our team, and then also Shay and I will be there as well to answer questions. You might say, hey, chapter 1, you're talking about life goals. This is what I'm thinking is a life goal. What do you think about it? It'd be great because here's the thing. If you post it there, then other people can see it as well.
Exactly,
right?
And it will help other people. So it's a like-minded community where everyone's interested in mastering their mind power. They want to enhance and strengthen their mental toughness.
They want to be more, do more, or have more.
Yep. If that is you, then you are invited to this group, and
we strongly recommend it because you've heard your network equals your net worth, right? And
Right.
by the way, I've heard people take us to task on that, and they're like, well, wait a second, a large part of my network are my kids. And I'm like, yeah, perfect. Kids help your net worth more than you know. You want to know why, by the way? We talk about this. There's a section in the book, and it's the childlike wonder, right, that needs to be implemented within mind power. Meaning, we could learn a lot from kids. We
Oh,
talk about
boy,
this in the
could
book.
we?
Kids have amazing imaginations, absolute amazing imaginations. And so, anyway, so your network equals your net worth. That includes your kids, because your kids' imagination, if you could model their imagination, it would increase your net worth. Mark my word. No, seriously.
I mean,
Actually, Sir Richard Branson.
Yeah.
He, I think he's worth 5 billion plus. He owns how many companies? Like 400 plus. Sir Richard Branson. He's been interviewed multiple times, and when they said, "What is the number one reason for the success of Virgin?" And people always guess, and they say things like, is it network equals your net worth? He goes, yeah. Is it to fail forward fast, meaning to fail? Yes, Chelsea, absolutely. We kids do. Yeah, we're all kids.
We're just big kids,
We're
right?
big kids, right? To fail forward fast, meaning take action quickly, make mistakes, and learn from it. Richard Branson said yes, and people kept asking the reporters, and he said, you're missing a really, really important one, which is imagination. He said the number one reason why Virgin has been wildly successful is because of innovation and imagination. So, anyway, really, really important.
Yeah.
My point being, circling back around to the book club, is there's a lot of opportunity in there being a mind power network, a mind power community, right? Where you can share ideas and share thoughts, pictures of you holding your book, things of that nature, and we know it's going to grow. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
And I mean, now more than ever, right? I mean, there's a lot going on out there that is just out of our control.
Yeah, chaos in the last few days, crises in the last few days, crises in the last few months,
Yeah.
Increase of crises over the last few decades. And so we believe that the world needs mind power right now more than ever. Mm-hmm. We also believe that the world right now could use some emotional resilience right now more than ever. Everyone could use a mindset reset. Yeah. Everybody could improve their mind power, right? Which is the strength that you have with your mind to be able to create the life that you want, present and future.
Right.
So,
right. Absolutely. So now more than ever, we think it's so important. That's why we upped our timeline on the book.
Yeah, we were planning to
Launch
do it
later
late
this
July.
summer.
Yeah.
And then when everything just kind of was getting more and more,
fit was hitting the shan, so to speak.
we said we got to get this out now.
We got to get the book out now, and we triple timed it. Literally, we were up at 6 a.m. every day working on the book, up until when we were meeting with clients, doing performance coaching, mind power coaching with clients, private clients, and also virtual business consulting. We were pretty much booked from approximately 9 a.m. until about 6, 7 p.m., depending on the day. And then we'd take a dinner break and then work on the book until midnight. And that was crazy for us because we love our sleep.
Yeah.
And though we did it, we double timed it every Saturday and Sunday from beginning of March until the first week of May was full on with the book, right? So we didn't take our first weekend off since January. February. We didn't take our first weekend off since February until Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Driving toward making sure that the book was done for you, for your family, for your friends, for your teammates, for your business associates, because we know right now the world needs some mind power.
Yeah, here's the thing. We believe that the timeline of the planet is a combination.
Yeah, sum total
Of the entire world's population's timeline.
Each individual timeline of each individual and their future combined together leads to the timeline of the planet. So we thought let's do our part to help individuals to improve their future timeline. And if this happens and it scales and 1 million copies are sold, our belief is maybe that'll do a little bit of positive things to the world,
Right,
you know?
right.
That's what we like to believe.
I mean, that's our focus. That's what we choose to focus on. And, you know, we're not saying to put your head in the sand. No, not by any means. Be aware, be awake, know what's going on out there. Yet, just do what you can for yourself, your family. Put good things into your mind, and that was one of our motivations and inspirations for the book, was to create that good thing, to give you all some new tools and mind hacks and techniques, so that you can up your game and you can level up, and something that you can go back to over and over and over again. And
hold on, Mark says, I know why you have done the mirror thing, to challenge us to be better at interpreting eye patterns. You're on to us.
You got us.
Debbie says, you guys are rock stars. Yes, the world needs mind power and healing. It does. It really, 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 really does. And there's 3 parts to the book, by the way. There's 3 pillars to mind power, which is foundation, mental toughness, and habits. And there's 3 parts that coincide with the 3 pillars of mind power. Again, foundation, mental toughness, and habits. So part 1 is all about getting into your foundation. Strong foundation, right? Strong roots, right? A tree with good, strong roots, there's no gale force wind that can knock it down. So that's why, number 1, the first pillar of mind power, it's all about foundation. 2 is mental toughness. There's going to be a reading out of the mental toughness part and the chapter, getting into mental toughness next time.
Yeah.
So not this time, but next time we're going to do a reading about mental toughness and a Shay story of how she literally ran a full marathon and finished with literally a torn, visible
injury
on X-ray, a torn muscle in her groin. Ran a full marathon with it. And it takes mental toughness to do that. It takes resilience, real true inner resilience. I think that's probably the time where you really realized what is mind power.
I did.
Right?
Yep.
So anyway, and then part 3 is about habits. We bring that up because, we'll be honest with you, we couldn't find a book that had everything about building a strong foundation, mental toughness, emotional resilience, and inner resilience, plus habit formation. We couldn't find a book that had all of that in one book. So we thought we should write one.
Right.
It's kind of the premise of the book.
Pieces of it, so let's just compile it and put it together.
There was a publishing company that we opted not to go with. We decided to self-publish. But a quote unquote from this publishing company was, I've yet to read a book that had everything an individual would need from a developmental standpoint that deals with the mind all the way through to habits in one book. By the way, you notice this isn't a 150, 180 page book. No offense to those books. Those books are great.
Right.
We're probably going to write a book like that for, certain purposes. This is a thick book. It's 285 pages. So it's meaty, and we assure you by the time you come to the end of this book, you'll think to yourself, I can't wait to read it next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'll be one we wrote the book to be one that you continue to turn to, return to, rely on. So that literally you'll be able to say, I've got this challenge going on. Okay, cool. Let me go to the table of contents. And I know that I've been dealing with, failure. So, oh, cool. Chapter 12, failure to launch. Great. Let me, I felt kind of comfortable. And you'll be able to go in there and say, oh, chapter 3 is all about getting comfortable, being
uncomfortable.
Right. And so it's literally a user manual for your mind.
Yeah.
And the ultimate guide to mental toughness.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, that just brought to mind. So we've had somebody ask who got the either PDF or Kindle. I can't remember which one, but it's the same for all. The page numbers are going to be different from the PDF to the paperback, right? Because the PDF is 8.5 by 11. The paperback is 6 by 9. So just due to the different sizes, somebody said, oh, is it different content because there's a different amount of pages?
No.
Same content, whether it's the Kindle version that you get, the PDF, or the paperback. It's just due to the page size of the pagination that makes the page numbers
PDF
different.
and the paperback, by the way, are just off by one page. Mm-hmm. Because PDF includes the cover, right?
Right.
Kindle, it could be, I think, 285 pages, or it could be 562, based on the size if you're viewing it on a computer screen.
Right.
Or the size of your tablet.
Yep.
Oh.
Some book orders came in.
Okay, so
So Lloyd Gold.
that's for you, Lloyd.
Thank you, Lloyd.
Good. And let's
Sandy
see.
Factor.
Sandy Factor.
Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Sandy. Thank
Long
you.
time.
Thank you for your support. And thank you for purchasing a book.
And if you are just joining us, check your email immediately.
Please, if you purchased a book today, go check your email, check your spam, check your junk, check your promotions. Please find it immediately and capture it
right away
before it disappears in the noise and the gobbledygook of other
email land.
Yeah, emails and email land.
Yeah. So okay. So back to the Facebook group. So
right.
Let us know if it's open to the public right now. You can just go to that link and join, and we've got a moderator there who's helping us do that. I think here in the next couple days we'll have it go to, it'll be a closed group.
Yep. For only people who have probably bought the book. I mean, people could lurk and looky-loo.
Yeah.
And then they would be able to jump into the book club after they purchase the book.
Sure. But the main reason we're doing it at Awesome Gold, you got it.
Cool.
Lloyd, you got it.
Lloyd got it right after
Good.
he ordered it. Perfect.
Good.
Yep.
That's
Gotta love automation.
That's how it is
We
set
have our
up.
business process and tech team, which is absolutely amazing. Mobile pocket office. We couldn't do it without them. They help everything automate for us.
So right now the Facebook group is public, so you can go there right now, and if you're interested, you can jump in and join. And then I think we're gonna set it to close so that if and when people start wanting to share stuff and it's more private, right? So that you can feel comfortable doing that. So a couple other things we're gonna do in the group is. Steph and I will be in there along with our team, and we'll be answering questions. And it's really just going to be an open forum for you to share your learnings, your experiences from the book, ask any questions, and we'll come in. We'll probably from time to time pick a topic from the book and chat on it more. That's also where we're going to be hosting the lives.
So the lives. At some point in the future, will that already be in 2 weeks from now?
I think so.
Yeah. Stay tuned for information on that, but we're pretty sure already 2 weeks from now we'll start doing the live in the book
Facebook
club page.
Book club group. Yeah. And then, really it's just going to be anything related to mind power, mental toughness. We're also going to have, are we going to do the hot seat?
Yeah, so we're thinking about this. Okay, give us some. Okay, Mark ordered 5 books and also got his PDF immediately, and I'm already on page. Hold on, real quick. You weren't on our live, Mark, so I'm sorry. We've got to do this for you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
I heard you're gonna give it to your whole family.
Mark got 5 copies. He's gonna give one to each of his family members.
Awesome.
By the way, you're on page 127, Mark. Tell us what you think so far. If you had to say. 1 sentence or less. And I know that won't be easy to do, but Mark, please share. Page 127, I mean, you're probably a third of the way through the book, a little more than a third of the way, almost halfway through the book. 1 sentence or less, Mr. Ferguson, right?
And Mark, you got it on Monday.
Yeah, you got it on Monday. Wow.
That was like
Good
2
job.
days ago.
Good job. Let us know in 1 sentence or less so that people can experience already what you've experienced after 127 pages. It is action-packed, folks. Those of you who have trained with us in general public mind power trainings, there's going to be stories in there you've never heard before.
Yeah.
Ones that really, it does a great job exemplifying our path towards maximizing our mind power, which, by the way, we don't claim. He just says awesome, exclamation point.
So big
Thank
picture.
you.
I love it, Mark.
Very big picture. But literally, we don't claim to have mastered mind power. We're still on the path. We're still on that journey towards continuing to master it. We have absolutely harnessed mind power. And there's so many stories in the book that talk about that. And by the way, it's not for the purpose of you to ogle over them. It's for the purpose of you to go, oh, I can do that.
I can do that too.
Because you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're all human beings,
yep.
Right? And so we believe that that's the power of metaphors, as an individual can put themselves into that metaphor to say, that's what I can do. And we hope that that'll get you to move, right? So, but anyway, so the hot seat.
Yeah. So this is still in the works.
Okay, this is in the works. Let us know what you think about this.
Yeah.
Here's what we're thinking.
Here's the other thing too. Put in the comments right now anything that's of interest to you that you would want to see in
the book club.
The book club.
Okay, but here's an idea we have. If somebody has purchased a book, obviously, ergo is in the book club, then what can happen is ahead of time, individuals will fill out a application process, and they will have an opportunity of experiencing direct mind power coaching with them over Facebook Live. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Now, and then we would choose. So that's why there's going to be an application process, because we know that a lot of people would probably want that to happen. And what would end up happening is literally there'd be a challenge, an obstacle, or a goal. And we would do a short 30-minute little coaching session with that individual so that you can experience mind power and then also start to think what it's like, right?
We just need to figure out the logistics on how that is so that we can see you and hear you. And so there's our team has some ideas on that, so we're figuring that out.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Right now. That's as you all know.
We're very new to this.
Very new to this. And I guess now we know everything we don't know. So that's conscious incompetence. So Mark Ferguson says the examples are spot on. I loved the one about the guy losing 3 jobs from 3 companies in 3 years and wondering what those companies were doing to him. Right. The victim, right? We talk a lot about moving from being a victim to being a captain cause, right? So Adam says, loves the idea. Do It says that's dope. Chelsea says, oh yes, hot seat is a must. Show the amazing power of mind power live. Do it.
Cool.
So cool. We're thinking we're probably going to do that. And obviously, if we have an hour together in the book club, I don't know if it'll be every one or every other one, but it'll circle around at some point. We're still working out the details.
It's like you're getting this information like
we just started talking about
right
it
now.
In the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments what, if there's other things that you want to see. And also if you have any questions, about the book, if you have any questions about the book club, let us know.
Yep.
We're also going to be doing some challenges.
Are we talking about this challenge?
Yeah. Well, that's the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. But the challenge starts today.
The challenge starts today. Whether or not you're in the book club, we're letting you know. So the first challenge is. Do you have a drum roll on that thing?
Mikey, insert a drum roll, please. We're gonna need a drum roll. So let's see. Let's keep kind of close.
Yeah,
okay. I'm doing my best with what I got.
You're doing
I have
great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options here, including the glockenspiel.
Okay.
So.
Good job.
So I'm getting the mouse taken away from me.
Sorry.
So here's the challenge. Okay. Now this is interesting that this is in reverse, which is a bummer, and that's okay. I'm sure that you can hallucinate what this says. Sandy Factor says, great ideas. This book club will be like none other. Step aside, Oprah. Right.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
You're awesome.
We agree. So, and thank you. You bet. It's our pleasure to share the wisdom. So this shirt says, got mind power.
Mind power.
Okay. More glockenspiel. More cowbell, right? More glockenspiel. I got it. I got you. So the shirt says, got mind power on it. Okay. Which is interesting. It's a consistent reminder to you when you're wearing the shirt. Yes, I said you when you're wearing the shirt. We're going to tell you how you can get one. And at the same time, to other individuals, right? This will be a great way for you to introduce people to the book, which helps us, right? Which helps you because you're going to be leveling up your network.
Right.
Remember, a rising tide lifts all boats.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Exactly.
So here's...
So you rise up and you take your network, your family, your friends, your
You want to take them up with you. Now, so here's the deal on the shirt. By the way, your shirt won't be backwards. It'll be normal like ours is right
Ed.
now. Sorry, Ed. No backwards t-shirts.
No.
None. It's a different screen. You know how that works. Anyway, I don't think enough people would probably ask for that.
Right. So
if you want one of these shirts,
the rules and regulations or the
it's already in
the club. It's already in the group club. So if you want to read more about it, you can, and we're going to tell you about it right now.
Go into Master Your Mind Power Book Club. Make sure you join. And then this is the 3 major steps of the giveaway. So the Master Your Mind Power Got Mind Power T-shirt challenge, right? Is Adam wanted it backwards. So this is a challenge. By the way, we didn't want to call this like a T-shirt contest. You know, that for some people in their mind, you know, they think T-shirt contest and water's involved. And anyway, we won't go there. So. Just saying. So we'd rather call it a challenge.
Right.
Okay. Here's what the T-shirt challenge is. Okay. What you're to do is when you get your book, you are to have somebody else hold a camera or get a tripod or set it on a timer or something like that.
Maybe you can do a selfie. I don't know.
Or selfie if you could do that. And do, hold on to the book. Yeah. Pick a fun setting, have a fun face. If you ride horses, do it on a horse. If you work out in a gym, flex your bicep maybe. And, I don't know, do something that shows a little bit of your persona. Bucky, if you're in a cath lab or an OR or something like that, you can do one of those, just kidding. These are all jokes, or not, come up with something fun, shows your personality, holding the book, and in a fun environment.
Yeah.
And then
tag us.
If you only got the PDF, you didn't get the paperback, it still applies.
Yeah.
Hold an iPad.
Tablet up.
Hold a tablet up like
with
this.
The cover.
With the cover
There's
showing.
A cover.
The first page, the cover.
Kindle, same thing. There's a cover.
Right.
And
do like this.
Yep.
Right. And if you do that,
then take the picture. Then in the post on your social media.
Yep.
So this is applicable really for Facebook and Instagram. And then tag us at Success Training Co. and put the hashtag Master Your Mindpower.
Yeah, so tag us. It's in the book club, by the way. All you have to do is follow it. And you need to follow all 3 steps in order to get your shirt. So you tag us at Success Training Co. and then put the hashtag Master Your Mindpower in the caption. Please note, if your post is private on your timeline, we will not be able to see it. Okay?
Right.
Add your private post to this Facebook group so that we are able to see your entry. We want to make sure this is another way to help the word spread, to help more people with mind power. Listen, imagine what would the world be like with a little bit more mind power, a little bit of a mindset reset, with people having a little more inner resilience. Do you think half of the chaos in the world would happen? I don't think so.
Right.
I really don't think so. We think there'd be significantly less, I would say, crises and chaos if the world had just a smidge, just a little bit of mind power. So that's why we really want to make sure that we get the word out there.
We did. We borrowed your idea, Chelsea. Riding on the horse.
We'll see if anyone else actually does it, Chelsea. You're probably going to be the only one. But no, seriously, the world could use a little bit of mind power right now. A little bit of a mindset reset.
Yeah.
A little bit of leveling up with their mindset so they could be more, do more, have more, and really experiencing everything in an ideal, optimal way.
Yep.
So anyway,
those
that's
are
the deal.
Guidelines, and then so you do all that, and then we'll send you
a shirt. Now let me tell you about this shirt. This isn't a cheap little shirt. By the way, these are not cheap at all. When I called the t-shirt company and told them the type of shirt,
the brand,
they went, Mr. Schafeitel, are you sure? These are really expensive. And I said, it doesn't matter. It's got to be soft.
It is so soft.
It's a satin type of a shirt.
It feels like satin.
It's a 60-40 blend. It doesn't really shrink. Maybe a smidge because there's a little bit of cotton in it, but it really doesn't much. But it's so soft.
We're so feely, kinesthetic that it's super important to us to have a nice, comfortable shirt.
You want a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Picture.
And with your grill.
Yeah, with your grill in a fun
face.
location or in a fun place. And then you'll just make sure that you put it on your timeline on Facebook, tag us at Success Training Co., and then hashtag Master Your Mind Power. What we're going to be doing with this too, know this as well. This is one of the prerequisites, is that you're okay, that we're going to take all the pictures and make a collage. Right, that we can post.
For our social media.
For the book club, also for our social media, to show a whole bunch of happy book readers. So, hi, Ryan White.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, good to see you, Ryan.
Yeah.
So that's the t-shirt. How many people in here are planning to try and go for a Got Mind Power t-shirt?
Just
give a thumbs up or a yes or something.
In the chat room.
In the chat room, so that we know how many people are excited about it. By the way, so this is a limited... Yeah, it's not a limited time. It's honestly just a limited inventory.
Yeah, it's while supplies last.
So the quicker you get the picture in, the quicker it puts you as an opportunity to get it.
And we have size. They're unisex, so it's small, medium, large, and extra large.
Yeah.
Those are the sizes. I'm wearing a small.
I'm wearing a medium.
Steph's wearing a medium.
Okay.
They won't shrink. They're 60-40.
They don't really shrink.
Yeah, the brand is Next Level. If you've
Oh my
ever
goodness.
gotten t-shirts
Amazing.
printed before, it's a really high quality, really soft, and we've already washed it multiple times, and it doesn't
Still looks good.
fade.
Yep.
And it says Got Mindpower, and then our website. So got a little plug on there. So
I love 60/40 blend. Yeah, do it.
yeah,
So do
do
we.
it. Lou says me. Melissa says me. Okay, so we've got
Mark
some
says
people in
thumbs
here
up.
that are
Cool.
interested.
All
Cool.
right. So the t-shirt challenge has begun.
Good.
So you know what you need to do.
Yep. As soon as you get your book,
Yeah.
I mean, you could do it with the PDF if you want, but if you're really wanting to wait for the
Either or.
the hard
Yeah.
copy.
If you're getting a hard copy, wait for the hard copy. It'll
Yeah.
be there here in the next week.
Yeah.
And Chelsea says, as soon as I get the book in my hands, the picture will be posted. I got my Mind Power shirt. Good.
Yes.
If you're international, because we know a lot of people maybe aren't watching this now, but will later, it's still up for grabs. Okay. And once you get your book, right, whether it's PDF or paperback, you do the same thing. Right. And here's the deal with international though. Is really, really important to understand that obviously there could be delays and whatnot, and we'll communicate with you offline some other details as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but most people that watch us are in the States. So
Yep. We have sent some books to Australia. We've sent some books to
Europe.
Yep. Canada.
Yep.
And I thought there was somewhere else.
There are some
International.
others.
Yeah.
We're surprised.
So, yeah. So the book is becoming international.
Yeah.
So that's good news.
Okay, so that's the T-shirt. And Sandy Factor, did we get her already?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, cool.
We did.
Thank you so much for your support. For those of you that are
Have purchased some
have
books
purchased
recently.
some books today, thank you. So, without further ado, so we're about to get into a book reading. So
Cool.
hang with us for another 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll wrap up.
Yep.
So we wanted, as we promised, we wanted to get in a little bit of some book reading. And so remember we talked about in the last Facebook Live, but this is a little bit of a review, this whole notion of running parachutes, okay? Running parachutes are, if there's a lot of high-end athletes, even in high school and collegiate athletes, they train with these running parachutes. It's basically a strap that goes around their body, and they're dragging this running parachute, and they do this to build more strength and more power. On game day or race day, it's not there anymore, and the body thinks it's going to be there. And the good news is that the power and the strength is still there. So they're faster, they're more explosive, they have faster top speeds than usual. And so this is this whole idea of running parachutes, and they do this intentionally. Yeah, they train with these running parachutes intentionally to become better, faster, and stronger. Now, we've been doing this unintentionally for too long, and these running parachutes are our mental and emotional barriers, which are like
anger, fear,
guilt,
anxiety.
sadness, right?
Yeah.
Or limitations like I'm not good enough, or I can't create the career that I want, or
I can't be successful. I can't be successful in my family and my career.
Any mental and emotional barrier. Yeah. That's the bad guys, folks, is the mental and emotional barriers, right?
That's the villain.
That's the villain we're fighting.
We're fighting
It's
against.
the villain that our book is fighting, right? And that you're fighting, and we're guiding you to be able to fight it successfully. Now, here's the thing. These running parachutes are invisible, okay? And we got them from other people, all right?
Just our environment.
Anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt, not good enough. I don't love myself. I don't believe in myself. I doubt myself. I doubt things, right? And so here's the deal, is these running parachutes, the good news is once they're disconnected, just like the athlete who's been training with them intentionally, when your running parachutes are gone, you'll have faster top speeds and you'll be more explosive in life. You'll have more energy longer through the day and in your life in general. They create drag. They are a drag.
They are.
Literally and figuratively, pun intended, right? And so anyway, Shay's going to read to you a huge running parachute that you had. This is from chapter 2.
This is chapter 2. This is understanding the unconscious and our running parachutes.
There's a great quote, which is, until you make the unconscious conscious, it'll direct your life and you will call it fate. That's from Dr. Carl Jung.
Yep.
Yeah, a Swiss psychiatrist.
So here we go.
Here we go.
If you want, you can follow along.
If you have the book, follow along. We're on page 47 in the PDF.
Yep.
And
Chapter
it's
2
would be, I think, 46 in the paperback.
The paperback. Yep. All right. So here we go. I was always a tomboy. My brother is 6 years older than me, and I was always trying to keep up with him and the boys. From the time I was 6 years old, I was following him and his 12-year-old friends around, playing football, riding motorcycles, building forts, and roughhousing. From this point until just recently, I was constantly falling, tripping, skinning my knees, skinning my elbows and my hands, crashing my bike, flying over the handlebars, running into cars, yes, on my kid bike.
And walls and trees, and I witnessed it all.
Yeah. When I met you, I was still doing this. And I was running into rocks and trees on my, adult mountain bike. I had bruises, scratches, scars all over the place. There wasn't a time that I wasn't somehow black and blue in some area or recovering from an injury. Despite this, I was still active and athletic and played many sports from softball, baseball, soccer, basketball, and swim team. I was even, this isn't in the book, but I was even the only girl on a boys' Little League team. Dad, you remember that. I was number 13. They gave me the number 13. I thought it was lucky.
It is.
It is.
It
right?
is.
And so I didn't care. I didn't know any difference, boy, girl, whatever. I thought I could keep up with him, and I did. So,
you always have.
That's not in the book, but that's just an extra for you.
You guys are getting a reading and a podcast at the same time,
right.
which is awesome.
So back to the book. I often snowboarded.
For those of you that just joined us, by the way, we're doing a reading from Master Your Mindpower, which is a user manual for your mind and the ultimate guide to mental toughness. And it's in Chapter 2, Understanding Your Unconscious and Disconnecting Your Running Parachutes.
Good. So I often snowboarded, but I couldn't even get off the lift without falling. You remember that?
All the time. I mean, she is an amazing, graceful snowboarder. Back then she was too, but coming off of this, oh my goodness.
I was a mess. It was
off
a mess.
The list?
Literally a mess. So whenever it was time to get off the lift, I nearly always, without fail, would fall. You'd think I'd finally get the hang of it and could slide off the lift and onto the mountain like even young kids seem to do effortlessly. Still, some leg always went the wrong direction, and I'd lose my balance, and they'd have to stop.
I've got a visual. It was like, smack.
Yeah, and then they'd have to stop the whole lift because if somebody falls, you can't have people running over them. So, embarrassing, right? So then I'd proceed to snowboard down the mountain just with no problem.
The
greatest of
gracefully.
ease. So later in my 20s, I became an endurance athlete, running multiple half marathons, running a full marathon, which I talk about later, and many triathlons, which you talk about, one of those stories in the book. I fell numerous times while training or competing. Yep. Unsurprisingly, it became a running joke that I was a coordinated klutz.
Self-fulfilling prophecy, huh?
Right. I'm not sure when it began or who said it first, but I certainly believed it wholeheartedly. I would say it was like a badge of honor, and would receive further confirmation of this identity after yet another notorious fall or crash. People would say, "Oh, that Shay, she's such a coordinated klutz." So the term coordinated klutz meant I was coordinated enough to dribble a basketball or score a soccer ball into the goal. Still, I'd almost always come out bleeding after every game or activity, needing a first aid kit. Truthfully, this didn't bother me at the time for most of my life. As I said, it was a badge of honor. I thought it was just part of the game and proof of how invested I'd become in the activity. Go hard and no pain, no gain were some common motivational sayings my team members and coaches said frequently. I was showing the pain, all right, but what was I gaining? It wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Or was it? I thought it was a natural course of events, considering all the activities I was doing in grade school through high school, and that I would just grow out of it eventually. However, when I was in my 20s, I was still tripping and falling and getting hurt.
Yep.
During one specific day, I was on a 17-mile downhill biking trail where I had flown over my handlebars that resulted in an injury. And more on this story later.
By the way,
later in the book.
A major injury that she powered through. Talk about grit and talk about mental toughness. Insane, right? So anyway, we won't tell them that story. They're going to have to read the book to find that out.
That's later in the book.
Yeah.
So I started to think maybe this isn't normal. All of my friends stayed on their bikes and they rarely crashed. They stayed upright while training for marathons, and they could get off the ski lift without falling, even when they were getting off next to me, which I was a liability who almost caused a hilarious scene.
You took me down with you a few times.
I did, you and Matt.
Yeah. It was just hilarious. Hey, Luke, we're doing a reading from the book, Master Your Mindpower. And it's chapter 2. We're talking about understanding the unconscious and our running parachutes, which are our mental and emotional barriers.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. So one of the last significant injuries I had was in 2006. I was married to Steph at this point, and we were invited to a wedding in Cabo. The day before the wedding, a group of us decided to go speedboating in the ocean, and we rented a banana boat to attach to the back of it.
Oh, boy.
It already sounds bad, right? Oh, my gosh. So there's just some things you don't do in Mexico, but, you know.
And there's no liquid courage involved at all.
Not at all.
None.
So, the speedboat would pull the banana boat like a water tube, like water tubing, right? So we piled aboard the banana boat, and the speedboat picked up speed, pulling us amongst the waves and ocean spray. We held on for dear life, laughing hysterically, yelping, and soaring through the waves of the ocean. We were having a blast until one of our brave fellow banana boat passengers waved to the driver of the boat to speed up. Right as they revved the engine.
He goes like this.
Yeah. Right as they revved the engine, the boat lurched forward.
Whoa!
And all 6 of us just went flying off the banana boat into the air, and we all crash landed in the water. Mid-flight, my eye socket met someone's head or elbow. I still don't know what I hit to this day, but it was hard. Out of the whole group, guess who was the only one to get hurt? Yep, me.
The coordinated klutz.
Yep.
Yep. Back then.
Needless to say, our ride was over, and we headed back to the shore. I got some ice and some liquid medicine. Okay, Doc, it was a margarita. And laid in the cabana while icing my eye. The next morning, I woke up with a huge black eye, just in time for the wedding.
It was the wedding day
and
for our friends.
And all those pretty pictures that we were going to be taking.
Well, you had about an inch of makeup.
Oh, I did.
Over this whole cheek.
Yeah. So it just right on brand for a coordinated klutz. At this point, the coordinated klutz part of my identity was starting to become a major inconvenience. I was an adult now, but I still felt like a little kid. I was always wondering what my next trip or fall or accident was going to be. It could strike at any time. I wanted to be able to wear a sundress and not have any scabs on my knees or Band-Aids. And show some skin without also flaunting scars all over my body from my latest trip or fall. So it wasn't until I was about 30 when I started to learn about the inner workings of the mind and how our thoughts become things. As I learned more, I began to realize these beliefs that I'd lived with since age 6 and that they didn't have to be permanent or haunt me for my whole life. I came to realize I could undo these beliefs that I had for 25 years.
Just like that.
I no longer wanted to be a coordinated klutz. I wanted to just be coordinated, no klutz about it. I wanted to stay upright and move effortlessly and gracefully while still being active. It was then that I decided to start telling myself a different story. Instead of jokingly saying I was a coordinated klutz, I began to say as my constant affirmation, I stay upright easily and effortlessly through anything.
Good language.
This affirmation became my mantra and my new belief. So one day in the summer of 2010, Steph and I were running with our dog, Sierra, as we often did. And that day we decided to take a new route in our neighborhood, and I didn't know the terrain. As a recovering coordinated klutz, it was essential to see the topography of any area where I was doing physical activity. We were running on the sidewalk, and unbeknownst to us, there was a section ahead where the tree root had lifted up the concrete, right?
It was probably about this much, right? However much that is, about 4 or 5 inches, 5-6 inches.
So part of it was higher than the other. It was a klutz trap. I didn't see it. My foot caught it, and I went tumbling. But something different happened. Instead of falling straight to the ground and skinning my hands and knees and elbows, I caught myself, and I stayed upright. I never touched the ground, not my hands nor my knees. Only my feet stayed on the ground as they kept running awkwardly. And eventually I caught my balance and I pulled myself back up, fully upright. Wow, this was the first time in 25 years I didn't fall to the ground, even when I tripped. I had successfully prevented an injury from happening. So how's that for a now recovered coordinated klutz? I was amazed. I remember yelling to Steph, "Can you believe it? Can you believe it?"
We were like, woo!
I caught myself. I stayed upright. Steph knew how injury prone I was and had heard all of my stories as well as witnessed them.
Yep.
So this was quite an impressive feat in his eyes too. He gave me a high five and said, "That's right." So if we could command our minds to believe something new simply by suggesting a new belief to ourselves, we wouldn't need mind power. It would just happen with the snap of our finger and poof, done. From a conscious standpoint, you mentally want to succeed. You wouldn't have picked up this book if you didn't. You want to be happy in life, in a fulfilling relationship, do fulfilling work, and make more money than you've ever dreamed of doing so. From your waking conscious mind, you don't believe anything is standing in the way of you having all that you dreamed of, least of all yourself.
Right.
If everything were up to the conscious mind alone, our work here would be done and we could wrap this book up and go home. Wouldn't that be easy? But as we all know, there's something deeper that makes the shift in beliefs and perceptions a bit more nebulous. This is where the friction happens. We know what we want for ourselves, and we get frustrated when it doesn't come to fruition. We find ourselves repeating the same habits and slipping into the same cycles, even though we mentally
Conscious mind.
decide it's going to be different this time around.
Which is why you got to make your unconscious
Conscious.
right?
Yep.
So
Yeah, so if you want to know how I changed that belief system and disconnected that running parachute, well, you got to read the book.
you're going to have to get the book.
Yep.
And you're going to have to carry on and finish chapter 2.
Finish chapter 2.
And read all of chapter 8, which gets into how to disconnect those running parachutes, right? So, wow, pretty much everyone minus, I think, 3 people have stuck around this whole time.
Yeah,
and
thanks for staying.
You've been generous with your time, and we thank you for sticking around with us as we had a chance to give you some updates about the book and some housekeeping items, and at the same time, another book reading. So
Yeah.
we're excited. We're trying to figure out what's probably going to be next time, which will be in 2 weeks. We're going to get into another reading. Of course, that's going to be part of the book club, is always going to be a reading. We haven't decided. We think it might be mental toughness, but it might be something in chapter 1. We'll find out. Either way, it's going to be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as a recap, we're having another live in the next 2 weeks. That's the 17th of June.
Yep. And then the one after that will be July 1st.
Yeah. So Wednesdays, we're sticking with the evenings for now.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, Sandy, awesome. Yay. I was on the boys swim team and water polo teams. Fun stuff. Good job.
Love you, Luke. Love you, Luke.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Do It. What an amazing feeling to read your own words live. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's
Awesome.
crazy.
Thank you all again for being here, and that's a wrap. If you have any questions, please post in the comments, and we'll hang around for
A few minutes.
A minute.
Yeah, if you have questions, we're here. So just ask some questions if you have anything or any thoughts or any comments. If you enjoyed this, was this beneficial to you? Was it fun? Was it? Did it help to level up your mind power a little bit? And whatnot. Just give us a few words.
Yeah.
Again, if you want a copy of the shirt, well, really
That
it is.
too.
If you want a shirt, and at the same time, you can either do it with your PDF or you can do it when you get your paperback, which is fine. Just remember, a fun picture. Something like
With
this
the
in
book.
a fun location with a book. And then follow the steps in Master Your Mind Power
See you,
Book
Mark.
Club.
See you June 17th.
See you June 17th, Mark. And keep in touch, mate. If there's anything we can do. We're only a text or a message away.
Thank you, Paul.
McKee.
Good to see you.
My friend, who, by the way, bought, thank you so much. He bought quite a few over the last couple of weeks. Thank you, Paul. And not only for himself, but some of his coworkers that he wants to see to rise up. So thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Always beneficial, cool. Yes, she wants your shirt. Just remember, Chelsea, on a horseback, right? So get someone else to take the picture.
Yes, do it. He says that would be awesome to have you two read your sections in the audio copy. So yes, we are working on a audiobook, and
it will be us.
It will be us.
It's not going to be a.
And we'll alternate chapters.
Yeah, it's not going to be a voice actor.
No.
It'll be us. We will be the voice actors.
It'll be us.
It'll be us. So you're going to get us in.
Yeah.
And you'll notice in the book.
So same page, do it. Yep.
Same page, do it. In the book, you'll notice that it's. We kind of alternate. There's sometimes where it's back to back of the same.
Yeah. Whatever chapter
Whatever
has our name on
respective
it.
chapters are mine, I'll be reading, and same with Shay.
Yeah.
And yes, it's in process. I don't know if Mikey is still around. I'm sure he probably is. We need to get on the horn and talk about that, by the way, and figure out how we can do it, because there's been a lot of demand for audio. And
yeah, we get it. We listen to a lot of audiobooks
we
too.
do. We do both, by the way.
Yeah.
We love, for posterity, historical purposes, we love having the paperback.
Yeah.
Right? Because this can never go away. It's in your house. I mean, it's solid.
Right.
You know, and I've had times where in Audible, I wasn't able to gain access to it on a trip and whatnot. Anyway, so we recommend having both. And so, yes, we're working on that, and hopefully we'll start working on that in the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
that's
that
the
doesn't
goal.
mean deliver the next 6 weeks. It'll take time with post work and editing and whatnot.
Sure.
Lou says, not Sir Richard. Not Sir Richard. You're gonna have to expand on that one, Lou. What do you mean? Oh. Probably he means I'm catching his wavelength that Sir Richard's not gonna be reading our book.
Right.
We tried, Lou. He's busy.
He's kind of busy.
He's busy. I mean, I was like, hey, mate, can you?
Yes, Chelsea, you can mark the heck out of a paper book.
Yes, you can.
For sure.
Yeah.
You can earmark
it.
Yeah.
Dog ear, whatever.
Yeah.
Highlight it, underline. By the way, and there's some sections where you can just fill in stuff directly inside.
Right in the book.
Yeah.
Mark says audiobook with you guys doing it is so good to hear, because that's the only way my daughter will read the book. Good to know.
Yeah. It's going to happen, Mark. So that's
the next.
It's a top most
project.
valuable priority for us
Yeah.
in the third quarter.
Yes.
Right? In the third quarter, for sure.
So
what else? We have some more. Lou, Lou, I knew it. I got you. I figured. Any other questions or comments?
Go to the Facebook
Please,
book club.
right now, while you're still in the mode and in the zone, is make sure you join the book club on Facebook, so you're there. It looks like Renee already did. It looks like Deborah Bauer already did.
Awesome.
Stephanie already did. Jen Benninger.
Frank.
Love you, Steph.
Mark,
thank you so much for doing all this,
Chelsea,
Steph. You are
Patty,
unbelievable
Sandy,
and awesome.
Melissa. Awesome. Cool.
Okay, cool. Make sure. Good.
Awesome. Thank you. And we look forward to, growing that community with like-minded individuals.
Yes. Robert says, I'll be contacting you both in a few days. Good. Looking forward to it. Text us. Let us know when you want to connect. Lots to catch up on leading to June 22nd. 100%.
Good.
And excited to add this to my unconscious library.
Awesome.
100%.
Awesome.
You're going to love it. We wrote this book for you guys.
We did.
For you.
Yep. Something that you can go to often.
Yep. So looking forward to seeing you guys with your shirt and
With
your pictures holding the book.
Your backward shirt, right?
And it's going to
I'm
be,
kidding.
it'll be straight. It'll be straight.
Yeah.
It'll be straight. Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right. Much love to you all. Have a great week, and we'll see you on the 17th. And yeah, that's it for us.
Be well, be great, and get ready to level up your mind power and be more, do more, and have more.
Bye.
Bye-bye.